Yo, what's up, Bleach fans? This is Rafa from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of Chapter 533, Everything But the Rain, Op.6. And yeah, this is another flipping of the three that took ages to come out this week, but yeah, it's finally here, and chapter was kind of short, as in, when I say short, it was really short this week. I mean, it kind of, I feel like some pages are kind of wasted, but I still enjoyed it regardless. Um, like I said, it basically rounded up what happened last time when Masaki kind of like headshot the white, as it's called, that hollow, and yeah, it self-destructed, which shocked everyone. I think everyone was shocked that she even head topped it, to be honest. And Isshin basically shumpoed right over there, and he shielded her from the explosion, and that's basically what caused him to lie on the floor, as we saw. I think it was 6 chapters ago when she said she'll heal him. So yeah, Ishin's like a freaking tank. I mean, he got slashed in the back. I know a slash is nothing, but still, he was fighting as well, and he must have been tired. And then he takes a freaking point blank explosion. Freaking, now we know why Ichiko is like that as well. I know I said that before, but damn. So yeah, they basically introduce each other, and Masaki was a bit reluctant to tell him who she actually is, because he was, what we saw before, asking how did a girl like you manage to defeat a hollow. And she's like, I wonder if it's okay to tell them what I am to a Shinigami. So she says, I'm Masaki, I'm a Quincy. And Ishin's like a bit shocked. He's like, oh, he's like, really? He's like, that's kind of sick. I've never met a Quincy before. I feel kind of special to meet one. And obviously he earlier he thanked her, saying that, you saved my life, and she said, no, well, you saved mine from the explosion. And she wonders, like, oh, if all of all Shinigami are like this. And it's like, if that's the case, she was thinking about Ryuken and the aunt as well, so wondering maybe things are not as bad as they say. And we also see Ryuken was there with his. We didn't really get to see it properly. That's what I wanted to see, was the Quincy armor, but we like saw kind of like bits. I don't know, like of like the torso part we basically saw, and like I can't remember what those things are called. I think it's a quiver. It looked like he was wearing, and Katagiri was with him as well, and he's basically saying, "Oh yeah, nothing happened. Let's go. She's fine." So we also see Tosin freaking flipping out when he goes back, screaming like, "Oh, it was a failure. It blew up." It's like it didn't just have a target holification, and then it's like it means that it actually reached the final stage of transformation, and now because of a Quincy, it failed. And it's like, we created it to holofy Shinigami, yet that was a fiasco. And Aizen, as cool as he is, he's like, that's not true. He's like, when things, stray off the original goal, that's because it's surpassing it. So if something unexpected like this happened, we weren't able to perceive it or predict it. So he's like, interesting, once again, a hollow created from a dead Shinigami, and it chose to a Quincy, which is completely opposite being to it. He's like, don't you really want to see what will happen next? So yeah, this is what I was thinking. I mentioned last time, we might find out who this hollow was based off, because I'm guessing it's going to be someone important. And also, this obviously draws out the conclusion that that hollow is part of Ichigo, seeing as it's most likely its Ryatsu is passed on to Misaki. So yeah, I'm sure that's going to be dealt with sooner, because I think it's been dealt with right now. So anyway, Isshin's gone back to Soul Society. He's reported to Yamato, basically saying everything about the hollow. Yamato was annoyed as usual, but he's saying, because you dealt with it quickly and the human world was basically, it wasn't damaged too much, and you kept the minimal deaths down. He's like, I'll overlook this violation this time. And he's like, what's his name? The 12th captain. You can't remember his freaking name. He basically saying, I think it's more of a crime that you didn't even get the dead Hollow's body. And Yamato goes to say, wasn't there something else you was meant to report? Like, I feel like you're leaving something out. And Isshin thinks of Masaki, and he's like, yeah, there was nothing else. So we have like a little bit where they're thinking about each other. It's like Masaki was wondering what happened to him. Like, did he go back to Soul Society, and wonder if he got in trouble, and maybe she should have asked his name. And Isshin was thinking the same thing, thinking that that girl saved a Shinigami and she's a Quincy. It's like that's something really brave. And it's like he should have asked a lot more about her, and it's like maybe if he meets her again he can thank her properly. And yeah, so coming up near to the end of the chapter now, Masaki's walking with her friends and they're basically saying, oh, isn't it great to live with Ishtar. And as she's passing by now, her eyes kind of open like, and it's like she hesitates for a second, and like everyone's asking, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. But we see Urahara's looked, and obviously he's noticed something. So I'm guessing whatever just happened now, he must have sensed the hollow as they walked past. And yeah, that was pretty much it. But that's interesting because Urahara's playing some sort of part in this now, and I'm guessing he knows she's a Quincy, and he most likely sensed the hollow inside her. So yeah, this is a lot of revelations to see in the next few chapters, man. So, oh, good. I can't wait for the next one, man. I really wish this one was a bit longer. I just feel like Kubo's teasing us a bit too much, man, with these reveals. So, yeah, not really much to say other than, as I said, I think that um, this hollow obviously is the one that came out of Ichigo when he was fighting Ukiura. That is pretty much obvious at this point. And what I really want to know is who this hollow was based off. A lot of people are thinking it's Kaien, and it kind of does kind of make sense because um, as in he's mentioned it was used off of a dead Shinigami, and you know he would most likely use a strong one, and at one point Kaien was overtaken by a hollow, so maybe that might have played into his experiment and he wanted to use that. So I don't know, I'm just making speculation, so we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, that could be a possibility of who the hollow was based off. And yeah, I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. So yeah, that's about it. I haven't got really much else to say. So yeah, good chapter. Wish I could have had a bit more, but I'm not complaining. So we'll have to just wait till next time. So yeah, what did you guys think of the chapter? Did you enjoy it? Like I did. And what do you think? Who do you think? Sorry, is the hollow? That white thing is, because that's how I think it might be. I think it's probably Kaien because it seems to point at that. Like I said, let us know. And also, if you like the video and the chapter, please leave us a like, 'cause it helps us out. And also subscribe for more content in the channel, and I'll speak to you guys next time.